Devo, this shit hard. I know she miss me. I be sipping on Henny, this shit got me dizzy. Breaking no kissy. If it ain't about money, my nigga don't hit me. Convertible top cool. I grew up in the struggle, but damn it, I got to. It's me and it's not you. I did not wanna leave, but baby, I got to. What you gonna do when I leave for real? None of the shit you be doing for feel. None of the shit that I need to heal. Shorty be tripping, she need to chill. Pop the shit open, no need to seal. Tired of the meds, I need a bill. She wanna speak, but I don't wanna chop it up. Please don't open your mouth till you top it up. I get these bitches so wet, had to mop it up. She ain't know me, but now I keep popping up. I love Latinas, I love me in ebony. Killed the pussy, I got me in felony. These bitches want me to difference too heavenly. This too bad I can rock it with 70. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Don't do relations. All these niggas wanna be my friend, cause they see I made it. Last week, I fucked this hoe. Not gon' say shit. I don't fall in love no more, cause all these bitches basic. I know she miss me. I be sipping on Henny, this shit got me dizzy. Nigga no kissy. If it ain't about money, my nigga don't hit me. Convertible top cool. I grew up in the struggle, but damn it, I got to. It's me and it's not you. I did not wanna leave, but baby, I got to. What you gonna do when I leave for real? None of the shit you be doing for feel. None of the shit that I need to hear. Shorty be tripping, she need to chill. Pop the shit open, no need to seal. Tired of the meds, I need a bill. Pop me a pack
Yo.
I got the money and stash for me. When I out the Glock, I shoot the kill. I hit the lick and got out of there. Running your crib on your mama there. I do not care if your son is there. I'm in LA, these bitches be thick as a bitch. I'm sorry, I gotta steer. Ain't no more fighting with breaking no sticks. I got a Glock, it's 30 my clip. This is a 40, this bitch got a kick. Shoot at the ops, don't kill, I hit. He wanna fight, cause I'm fucking his bitch. She wanna fuck with a nigga that's lit. I'm off a perk and I'm breaking her hit. Pull out the dick and I let her lit. I know she miss me. I be sipping on Henny, this shit got me dizzy. Nigga no kissy. If it ain't about money, my nigga don't hit me. Convertible top cool. I grew up in the struggle, but damn it, I got to.
You always got the good music on,
I did not wanna leave, but baby, I got to. What you gonna do when I leave for real? None of the shit you be doing for feel. None of the shit that I need to heal. Shorty be tripping, she need to chill. Pop the shit open, no need to seal. Tired of the meds, I need a bill.
Oh yeah, I got you with that joint.
Yeah, you always playing the fire. I'm like, this shit hard.
Yeah, that's that work.
What's up?
What's up with you though,
You trying to
man?
wait a little bit? Chilling?
Yeah, man, just enjoying life, man.
How was
Busy
the
week.
meeting with the young lady?
Yeah, we kicked it. What's going on, Dennis? Said Chief Rocka Boom Shaka Laka. You already know. Yeah, it's just I think it's the balance of doing a lot of things.
Let's talk about it.
The balance of I would say your work life, or we say your professional life, whatever your profession is, right?
Right.
And your personal life. So it's just working out the balance of that. Um, and then plus, your
Romantic
hobbies and
shit.
stuff. Yeah,
And yeah, hobbies, yeah.
and just keeping that in balance.
Right.
So that's what
That's
I'm
something
really
I've
learning.
definitely been working on as well. Especially as a younger guy, just trying to keep it balanced. Because sometimes I get a little on each side. Like, I be too focused on, like, just working. Then I exhaust myself, you know?
Yeah, I
But
know that all too well.
I
What's going,
be
Royal?
forgetting to have fun and shit.
Oh yeah, but it's like for me, you know, how I am is kind of it's like kind of in excess. So, if I work, I'm gonna work in excess. If I'm gonna have
Gotcha.
fun, I'm gonna have fun in excess.
Right.
You
Yeah, I'm
know,
the same way.
you know, no gray areas with me, man.
I'm telling you.
It's just, you know, black and white extremes. That's how I deal with it.
I feel
You
you.
know.
I'm feeling so. And I've been seeing a lot of signs lately. Like, I've been having like conversations with like a lot of OGs. They just telling me like just stay on the path, man.
Oh yeah,
Like, I've been seeing a lot of that. Just out of nowhere, motherfuckers just be talking to me. We just talk like a good. I'll chat up with random motherfuckers for like a good hour. Just like we are working shit. That's just.
right. And they're just pulling you aside, man. They're not. You know what I'm saying? That's just not just by happenstance. You feel me? They're
Yeah.
pulling you aside. That's for a reason. I used to have that a lot. when I was like working in
Right.
certain spaces. Like I have, just notable people pull me aside, and
Exactly.
and give me a word.
I'm like, shit.
I can hear you.
Like, nah,
I can hear you a little bit better now. What's going on?
we good.
Yeah, we good. We good.
I think we kind of got. Yeah. Oh, but I was thinking that I was like holding her time up. They're like, nah, let's talk. You know what I'm saying? They don't mind. Like a lot of people don't mind just having a good conversation.
Absolutely. Usually that's how good streams really made. A lot of people think you got to do all this extra nonsensical shit. It doesn't even matter. Like
Right.
or people say that because my numbers had improved, but see the thing is people are seeing that you know I'm I'm actually offering something for one, so we're not going to say that that's not the case. It's just the fact that this is just it's just more natural. People don't have
Right.
a life outside of the computer or outside of their laptop or outside of their whatever their tablet or device. They have no life outside it.
Yeah. Because a lot of things have just been created for just this whatever this is internet shit.
Mm-hmm.
And even I got caught up in it. That's why I'm not even on social media at the moment. I just been focusing on building
Mm-hmm.
my. And I can't be doing it the other way. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like
No, I do.
your real life should reflect with social media, not your social media. The other way around.
Absolutely. Like this is
Oh, you
supposed to be
look good on
something
the
you.
gram, and then in real.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Like that's another a lot of things. Like people give you their storefront, what they would like for you to see, for you or for how you to basically take them. If they're whatever they want to be this this Bible guru, right? They're having Bible studies on here all the time, but behind the scenes, they're banging glass tables, you know, on a California diet. Yeah, you said no life outside of their mind. That's true, Royal. That's true, John. This is all in their imagination. And that's why they talk about, one thing, to mention is like, he doesn't really, he puts out fluff. See, if you talk about what the macking really is, it's a way of life. It's a lifestyle. So I'm really talking about my lifestyle. So I'm actually, I am true to form, asshole. I mean, that's the part they haven't really figured out. I am as I am. I came on here that exact way. You know, it just cracks me up, man. We must be back on in a moment. You know, but anyways, man, life is good. Just had a or I didn't want that to be that loud. Had a wonderful meal, and I did some painting on a wood canvas thing. So it's really just about creating long lasting memories, right? You know. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. So that's what I've been wrapped up now. I mean, because normally, what I'm trying to do is is work that balance of between your personal life and your professional life. You know, accompanied with your hobbies.
Are we back? My shit was lagging. Jesus Christ!
Yeah, man, it happens.
I got hit with a UAV. Goddamn.
Hmm. Indeed. So I was going to
All
ask
right,
you a
we
question. So
back.
how were you? How were you
What we
able
saying?
now to? Huh? No, I
See
was
a
going to
crowd.
ask you.
Let
How were
me.
you
All right, we
now
good.
able to?
Able
All right.
to. We good. I can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah. So how are you now able to work out that balance?
I mean, just honestly, just I just put fucking. I mean, it's just a personal thing that I had to do. Um, just get off of like the socials for a bit now and just be more present. You know.
Gotcha.
So now I'm not necessarily overthinking a lot of things and scenarios in my head, and just it's just like just do it, do what you got to do, and just see if it works. Just my way, not because not a way that someone else told me.
Mhm.
Because everything is really just perspective. Like whenever someone's talking about something, they're talking about it from their point of view.
Mhm.
What works for someone else may not work for me, and vice versa.
That is true.
Like most people, they're not necessarily wrong, but a lot of things are biased.
Mhm. I think the best way to learn something is just through your own experiences.
Exactly.
You know, because then you can actually. So then, if you decide to go back and listen to content or whatever like that,
Hmm.
you can easily discern. You
Exactly.
know.
And you can see like what's for real and like what's just entertainment. You know.
Mhm. Exactly. You know, like a lot of the things that are said on here that you have to do, you have to be is like I'm really like I mean I couldn't really point it out to you. I'm like when people say they're outside or okay, like I'm really outside.
Right.
Like I,
New Jersey,
I
never.
huh?
Hey, I got a. How far are you from New York, man?
I'm about I would say about an hour and a half.
Man, I'm about to make that shit happen sometime this year, hopefully before it gets too cold.
All
But shit,
right,
we gotta make a move happen, man.
indeed, indeed. You about to whereabouts in New York? Where you about to slide up?
Last time I went in Brooklyn, so I mean, I'm gonna try to stay for at least like a few days because the
Okay,
last time I went, I did a photo shoot in Brooklyn.
okay. Whereabouts?
I was at a fucking. It was a. I forgot where the building was at, but it was like an arts building.
Okay. Where
Yeah.
you think you might have been in Williamsburg?
I don't even remember, but I just know that like I was in the area where it's like a bunch of fucking like it was like I was by the Jews and shit too as well.
Okay.
I was by the Jews. I was everywhere because I walked around like Manhattan area. I walked around a lot,
Okay.
but
You might have
whatever.
been Sheepshead Bay, possibly.
Gotcha. Yeah. Like I walk outside, I'm like, yo, why those motherfuckers got suits on and these weird ass hats? What's going on?
Oh, the acidic Jews.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, what up, my hat? The
Yeah.
kids and shit. I was like, yo, what's up with man haircut? But I don't like fucking people culture. I respect it. You feel
Yes, indeed.
me? Yeah. But yeah, New York is vast. It's like so many different. Like you walk a few blocks, man. It's like yo, it's like a different world in every borough.
Exactly. Those are a
Like
different world. And John said he said I want to expand out of NYC, go global. Yeah,
yeah, and that's another thing, yo. Your perspective is so biased because you gotta look at it from if you never really been out of New York, you only know New York. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely. Yeah, for me, I gotta live in the different parts. I can't just say just visit
Right.
at least for like a year or two to
Yeah.
get an idea. I was just really considering that, or
And
at least renting out
that's
space. Even though I would continue to live on the East Coast, but I can just rent out some space somewhere.
yeah. But I love the East Coast, man. I don't know if I could just step. I love DC, man. I don't know if I could really ever just like what, fuck it, I gotta go. But who
Hmm.
knows, man? Who knows?
It's a challenge because it's
Yeah.
like you know, but there are benefits in different parts. I mean, in California, you have better weed. Um, you know,
Yeah. So I can
you
go
know,
without that. DC got some decent weed, but
yeah. No, California is I've had, and I think I posted a video earlier with the dude. I forgot his name, Gully TV, where he said how a lot of people are getting finessed because there's like
mm,
a lot of dealers in Cali they sending out like the trash shit,
mm,
over here. So then dudes is thinking that they
Oh, niggas
smoking
like, yeah, I
Cali.
got the za. Like, nigga, no, you don't, bro.
Yeah. Nah, you can zood. You got
Right.
zood, nigga.
Hey, I don't know the difference. I'm lit. I'm good. Wherever I'm smoking, wherever I do smoke, that shit gets me right. So shit. Hey,
hmm
if it's another level to it, I'm good. If it's
hmm
another level to that shit, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I could tell the difference because I remember I had a homie said he was smoking, Cali, and I was like, nah,
Nah,
this ain't Cali.
nah, Playboy.
This ain't that. It might have been from over there, but that's like you know what I mean?
Right.
It's like somewhere. It might be like
Mm,
outside of California.
right.
Still on the West Coast, it might be somewhere outside of California, but that ain't that proper.
Yeah.
You know,
But
it's
you
a
know what I've been
difference.
thinking about, Ice?
Mm-hmm.
Like when it just comes to this information, like it's like a double-edged sword when it comes to this, like having on like information on certain shit.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I be
What
thinking,
do
like,
you
what would I if I didn't ever go on YouTube and found like just certain communities? How would I have been just on my own, just figuring it out myself? You know,
mean? Mm-hmm.
I think that's where I'm at with it now. Just figure out
Okay.
everything on your own. I
Yeah.
mean, it's good to have hear people experiences and shit, but I wanted to see how do these things work for me, not for someone else who may be coming from a bitter or jaded standpoint. You know,
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I think when people talk about these spaces help guys or whatever
I think
like
that's
that,
what's most important.
to a certain extent it does, but in a lot of ways it's very detrimental.
I think it may help you
You know.
cope. They help you cope with. Yeah, it's a lot of coping that I see,
hmm
not just like getting better, just complaining.
Yeah, it's definitely just coping with just things instead of really just you know either one really
Right,
figuring it
and just
out.
like creating like little fan clubs and just shit like that. Like, that shit.
Yeah, that's one thing I avoid. I avoid
Right.
having void even having that in my mind, like wanting to create a fan club. I don't want another man to be a fan of me. Like that's just
Right.
weird,
It
you
is.
know. If you appreciate what you're listening to,
Hmm.
by all means, that's what's up.
Yeah, give the flowers, give the flowers. But I'm not trying to be. I don't want to. I'm not gonna take the game I get from Ice and just like, you know what? I'm gonna just be Ice. Like, nah, bro.
Yeah,
That's corny.
yeah. It's been a lot of that, and I think now, I think it was someone I did catch that did say something in regards to that, like someone taking from him. He said, it's just part of the business,
Hmm.
and okay, I wasn't taught that. That was just part of the business.
Hmm.
So I just handle things the way I handle things. It's just like based on how I really came up in
Right.
life. It's just like someone walks up and takes something from you. What do you do?
Right.
You
And
know,
so who did you look up to like just growing up and shit? Like who put you on to like just certain
it
like life
was
shit?
I could say like my own was a friend of the family. I think I mentioned him in the
Hmm.
past. I think I even did it in a storyline as far as with I didn't use their name, but I just said L and E. They really
Hmm.
kind of really just showed me the ins and outs
Right.
of certain things. You
Mm.
know.
And see, the thing is that I realize everything now. Like a lot of people is like missing like that fatherly like this figure, and it's
hmm
easy for them to get attached to like this phone, this screen, and you latch on to like these personalities, and
Exactly.
that's supposed to supplement what you didn't get. Like, but it's like, bruh, the niggas getting paid for the views, so they're gonna just say whatever they gotta say. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's obvious, but
Unfortunately.
it took me some time because I used to eat this shit up, bro. Like a lot of shit that I see on the internet, but
hmm
I'm like, man, this shit get old. I gotta, man, rent still due. I gotta focus on my shit, not just the female
hmm
nature shit. All that shit's corny.
Absolutely. I don't get the point of really studying that. It's just like,
Because
it's
it's gonna be
really,
there. It is what it is, right? It's like
yeah.
why complain? We're gonna work
I'm
through
not
it.
look.
Work it.
I'm not going to study something that's going to affect me. Like if that affects you, bro, if that affects you, that means you're weak.
Right.
You gotta sit there and study something that affects you. You do what you do.
Right.
And it's like even if a woman has feminist talking points or whatever she believes, that doesn't mean shit to me.
Right.
I mean, I've dated women that have practiced Wicca,
Sheesh. How
that
was
played
that?
with cards, that were
I've been
like,
running into that a lot, yo. That's like
yeah,
normal. No. How
exactly,
was that? How did you deal with that? We gonna just like a little 5 minutes real quick. Because
yeah,
that's actually been a problem.
yeah. I got walked into a few of those situations where as though they were
Shit.
playing with that shit, man. It had no effect on me.
Mm.
I had one woman try to set something up with she had like what is it like a 5-star pinnacle. I walked into
Oh
I think a room. She had a
shit.
5-star pinnacle in there, and she had some candles laid out, and then it was like a
Nah.
smell of a flower, like a lilac. So I'm like, I asked her, I was like, so what are you doing? I said, what the fuck are you doing? Like, whereas though I knew what she was doing,
Hmm.
but I wanted to make sure that she knew what she
Right.
was doing. And do you know the reverse effect?
What happened?
Huh? No, that's what I basically presented. Just like, oh no, it's like this. It's like they try to give it to you in a way that's kind of like the sugary way,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
But it's like
Exactly. Like
no,
no. Like bitch, you're wildin'.
yeah,
And this is over.
absolutely.
Sorry.
There's, I mean, it's like now that's an extreme right there. It's one of the extremes. So what I'm basically saying is that something like that doesn't have any effect on me,
Hmm.
right? So you
I just
think
look at
those
that
other
shit as
things
like
don't have an effect?
that's some silly shit. Because it's like you don't even know
Hmm.
what you're doing for real. You know some silly shit. You just and that's see, and I think that's like what it comes down to. That's their shit, that they look at and they idolize. And our shit is like just this human nature, shit, like really being deep into it.
Exactly. And it sounds so simple, right?
Hmm.
But it's really that simple. All you really have to do is just be a man.
Right. Just
When
do
as a
what
kid,
you be wanting to do for real, for real. Like, yo, just do what you truly do. As long as it doesn't like affect, some negative wild shit. But
you know,
just stand on your shit. I know it's
hmm
hard sometimes. But fuck it, you gotta do it. It's in us.
hmm and that's
Because
just
I know
that's
there was times when I was doing shit and I didn't know what I was doing. And I was like deep inside, I knew what I really wanted to do, but I was just like putting it off.
yeah.
And in the end, that shit didn't work for me.
hmm But you just gotta be comfortable. I think it just comes to this place where so you just be comfortable and just being who you are and just
Mm.
doing.
In your little space, your little bubble, like you gotta just be
Yeah,
cool.
it works. If and this is just in general. If not so much the female, it's just anybody. If they like it or if they don't like it, doesn't really make a difference.
Hmm.
What makes a difference is that you are doing what you want to do.
Right.
Not in regards to just being destructive, right? Doing anything bastardly. I mean, just in the sense of just being
Your
yourself
essence.
and
Your
doing
essence.
exactly what you do that's just natural. You
Right.
know, it works better for you. I promise you.
Hmm.
You know, because
And
guess what?
that's
The
something you
people
can't
that
really teach. That's just something that has to just honestly be there.
absolutely,
And that's what I
absolutely.
don't see a lot of guys talking about. It's just more like, oh, follow these strategies. Follow these strategies. This will work.
Hmm
These steps here. Like, nah, bro. Life is more complex than that.
hmm
I don't even remember half the shit that I was watching when those
hmm
scenarios popped up. It's just like, oh shit. Let me remember. What did this guy say? All these steps. I gotta think back.
Yeah, it's always something, man. That's why I just try to stay out of. I try to stay out of people's way,
Hmm.
and I just want people to stay out of my way.
Right.
That's essentially what I want. It's like if I'm here, I'm hitting my record button. I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about.
Right.
I'm not
This is your
concerned. I
space,
don't.
bro. This is your shit. This is your world. Like this is your shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah,
like, yo,
that's facts. And that's where I've gotten to. That's why I've been closing the door. I'm
right.
only concerned about, you know, what's going on within our group,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it.
Right.
What I got going on in my life, and what's going on within the group. I don't give a fuck about anything outside of this. Like the door is closed, you know. Unless you're like Kevin Samuels, you know, you're not really a big deal to me at this
Facts.
point. Like I didn't block my blessings. Okay,
Right.
like,
And that's some grown man shit. I respect that.
mm,
Instead of just looking all over, like, oh, what's going on here? What's going on there? It's like, yo, you
yeah,
gotta chill. That's it's one window. My life, not 10 different windows. I'm looking in.
yeah,
All right, what is this person doing? What are they on? Like, I don't need to
yeah.
know all that shit, dog.
I don't have time to be sitting there studying someone's content and shit and
Hmm.
impersonating them or looking through other fucking videos and stuff like that, man.
Right.
I'm busy making money. You know, I'm busy enjoying my hobbies. You know,
Hmm.
I'm busy kicking it with my drawing, like, you know what I mean. So it's just like
Right. That shit, Edmund, that's lit, man. How was that today?
that was dope, man. It's always dope. You know, always dope.
You said I went to like a little painting. Like, yo, I was dealing with a shorty who wanted to do that shit. You said it was like a painting. She wanted to do like a little painting shit. I'm like, I mean, I've never
Yeah,
really done that shit, but it's like, why not?
yeah. Little fun stuff, man. It's just like
Yeah, just want
stuff like,
want it.
and I'm not really a dude that does like, goes out and dates and do that stuff. So it's just like,
Right.
you know, I feel like in this situation, it has a purpose
Right.
and a, you know what I'm saying, and a place because it's like you see something with this one.
Mm-hmm.
But see, if I were to put this out here in this atmosphere,
They
I'd
like,
be in the
you're
chopping
simp.
block. Yeah,
Like, right.
you
And
know.
that's something that I need to work on too, because I'm used to just being a nigga that's late. All right. Only time I really kick it with shorty is if I'm going like out, like we
Uh-huh.
partying, we doing type of shit. But now it's like I don't mind just chilling.
Yep.
Niggas trying to go bike riding. Nigga, I ain't never did this shit with no shorty.
Mine kiss apart. What'd you say?
You know what changed, Ice? You know what changed?
You said where? Where?
Wait, can you hear me?
I hear you now. What happened?
Uh, are we
I think it might be the signal.
what changed was at first I would just focus on like, all right, smash up. Like once you real ones know that the other shit's just gonna be there regardless. You don't
Uh.
really gotta be pushed for that shit. So now I get like, oh, okay, this is cool, but it's nothing to be chasing and to have strategies for.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. And that's the thing, man. You know, it's just wherever you're at in your life, man. Just like if you're in that space of like, just don't go and listen to everything. It's like, oh, I gotta have it like this, or I'm not
Mm-hmm.
that. If I don't do it like nah, it's just do shit how you want to do it.
Right.
You know, if someone tells like, and that's the thing, like it's different when you're on this side versus being a
Right.
listener because you see a lot more, and it's like really like this motherfucker is going to tell this person this, and they're not even 1/12 of what they're talking about.
Right.
Yo,
That shit is
Logan, what's
crazy.
going on?
Right. Because nowadays, I guess every nigga on the internet is a Mac and just has endless shorties. Like, nigga, that's not
Yeah,
even real life.
pay attention to what they're saying because now you look at these technical terms, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's levels where they basically say like as far as like where's the everyday the square guy, which majority of these guys are on here squares. Then there's the players. right?
Mm.
Then there's the pimps. Then there's the Macs. The Mac is above
Right.
everything. The Mac is actually the boss player.
Right.
It's tangibles, okay? As I said before, what a basically a Mac is
Mm.
all of them rolled in one,
Ah.
plus more, plus he's a hustler.
You dig?
You know, what do they have their hands into? You know,
Exactly.
what operations do they run? What ventures do they run?
Mm.
You know, what do they have in order? You know, see, everyone thinks that macking is going up, getting a woman's number or whatever. Like this, they think, oh, I was macking, I get no,
Nigga, that's base load shit. That's some regular nigga shit, bro.
but this is what you're dealing with. Base level niggas
Right.
talking like they're in some type of advance.
Hey, and for real, we could take it further. Like, even if you get the pussy, like, nigga, that ain't even the end game, bro. That's just, oh,
Exactly.
okay. That's where I'm at. When I was 18, it's like, oh, I'm thinking that's the end all be all. Like, no, because
Mm-mm-mm.
just because you hitting don't mean that the respect is there. You know,
Exactly.
my
Yeah, I would
perspective
say
changed.
exactly. What's respect and adoration
Mm,
and pleasantry?
exactly.
She's not pleasant around you.
Yeah, but she lets you
What?
get in there real quick, and then she's like, okay, bye. That's different than if you get it, and then she's like, okay, let me cook you some breakfast. That's different. That's. Yes, you guys get the same thing, but it's a different level. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's just the involvement.
Mm,
How invested.
right.
You know how invested she is in into your your life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, does she get in your way?
Mm. Go on. Go deeper on that.
Now you see the difference. Like you say, a guy he might be into. It could be, I don't know. We'll even
Let's
say
say,
this,
let's say for
huh?
me, photography, right? Let's boom.
Yeah. If she's in, it's like if basically you got an event to go to, right, or to take care of, or shoot, to do. Um, she'll basically understand that, let you do that,
Mm-hmm.
right? Or somehow try to contribute to the adventure. A chick that's not into you, but wants the attention and is selfish and immature, she's gonna break something on that camera. Some part on
Mm.
that camera to where as though it's expensive, to where as though you basically can't do that shoot, and then you're
Damn.
out of what? You're out of you're out of your money, and then as far as that relationship, because they're gonna look at you as you're not reliable. So she hurts you in the front end and the back end. That's just one
Mm.
way.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
You see, like it's levels to it now because I'm still young now, but I'm just looking at
Uh-huh.
it different. The main goal usually be like, okay, smash, smash, smash. Because if you're not smashing, then it's like, oh, then you're a sip, or just like that. It's like, yo, just relax, just take your time with the shit.
Mm-hmm. It's more to it than just smashing.
Right,
As they say, it's more to it than that. You know.
exactly. Because I've been that dude, right? It's like, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the chick had like actually but liked me though. You know what I'm saying? That's different. It's differences.
Mm-hmm. You know. But that's the thing. Is guys. A lot of these guys really don't. They haven't had enough experience.
Mm,
I'm not gonna run around just pointing out like certain things, or just saying like a two moan, yeah, just like nah. It's just you learn to look for,
I'm in it for the
you know,
vibes, nigga. The vibes. I
yeah,
love the vibes and just the good energy. On top
hmm
of the sex too. But if it's it's they don't get it, man.
yeah, you know, the intimacy aspect.
Yeah, exactly. These niggas that tell you, oh nah, we just straight crushing cheeks and we stepping. Niggas is lying,
Mm,
bro.
yeah. I mean, a lot of guys have gotten naked in front of women. They've gotten naked in front of each other, but you never really had a naked conversation.
mm,
You're taking your clothes off, but you never had a naked conversation.
right.
You know, and
It's
that's I
like
guess
the
when people talk about these masks now. I've it's about really if you have a real conversation.
right.
You know.
And that's something that even I have been guilty of. But it's like that's something that I definitely want to work on, you know? Because I just want to be like just faceted, multi level, like a lot of layers
Hmm.
to myself, not just, oh, yeah, this one level.
Hmm.
But as I get older, it's like,
I got my first troll. This is when you know you're popping. It's probably because I lit into that dude the other day. Hey John, you able to actually handle that one?
yo,
Actually, no,
what's up,
keep him in
brother?
here. Let him talk. Come under your real account.
I don't even. Nigga said stick to them stocks. Oh, shit, that's funny as hell.
Yeah, no.
But see, like, I
Guess
see
what?
this is just like
I'm
niggas just want attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just
mm.
attention.
Guys. What you guys is 2 minutes of fame. Now you can suck my dick, nigga. It's your mother's mouth.
I wouldn't even acknowledge that shit.
You know, come under your real account. Anyways,
Logan, yo, you gotta pin that right there. That's what I'm. That's the goal, man.
becoming a Renaissance man makes you
That is really the goal. Makes
multidimensional
you
as a man.
multidimensional. Exactly.
Exactly.
I want that respect. When the bitches have their favorite teachers.
Hmm. Exactly. And this is
Okay,
another
yo,
thing. I think you also want to be able to be in different spaces too.
explain it.
Like, whereas though I can be down Rittenhouse Square
Hmm.
and also be in Bloomberg public housing in the same day and
Yo,
not really
and
skip a beat.
that's what I'm saying though. Like, I be doing that shit. Like, I get off work, go to the bar, kick it, cool with my white folks, nigga in the bar chilling, playing darts, and then I can just go kick it with my homies out here. You know what I'm saying? And just be
Uh-huh.
chilling.
Hmm.
I can go to New York, do a photo shoot, boom, and then, like you said, be in the streets and just play ball somewhere, just cool. You know what I'm saying? I love that shit, bro. Simple shit like that.
Oh yeah,
The summer, man, is lit, man. It's good to just be out talking to motherfuckers and just living life, man.
exactly. And do different stuff. Like for me, I'm working on my golf swing and
Mm.
my tennis arm.
See, and
I've been practicing,
and
been
these
playing
things
tennis for a
sound
minute.
simple, right? But this
Yeah.
is actually important shit that is more important than just learn how to fuck hoes. Like, nigga, this is actually having a life, bro.
Hmm. Yeah. Having culture. A lot of people
Yeah,
think the culture is doing this. What they had, their idea, their concept of culture is not really what culture actually is.
right.
You know.
See, in a lot of game that these niggas spitting is like a lot of shit will seem good on the surface. Like, okay, yeah, you got the money, you got the looks and all that shit, but nigga, but if you don't have the conversation, you don't have like the the human side of you, like nigga, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day.
Exactly.
You gotta have a human aspect to
Exactly.
yourself, man.
They said Leonardo da Vinci is a perfect example. He was an artist, sculptor, architect, science, and so much more. Yeah, they actually had a
Mm.
series on Stars. What's going on, Shafa? They had a series on Star.
The Da Vinci
I
Code or some
think,
shit, right?
yeah, Da Vinci's Demons or something like that.
Mm.
It's pretty dope. I, that's what I
Yeah,
kind
my
of got to
pops
know.
used to watch that shit.
Yeah, just to see all the stuff that he was able to do. You know, but it's just
You
being,
think a man like that wouldn't be admired? Man, that was crazy as hell, dog.
yeah.
Alright.
I
And that's some
don't
shit you
know.
don't even gotta brag about. That's some shit that like you said, you peel that back through
Hmm.
time. and they'll be like, okay, yeah, that's cool.
Yep. But that's what people would assume though. Like you're bragging, you know, but to a person that really, is a failure in life and a failure to himself, they'll see that you're bragging,
Right.
but you're really not bragging.
Right, because you put yourself up to another motherfucker that's on their shit. It's just like, oh, we just talking about accomplishments, baby. This is just something that we do.
Yeah. You're just talking
You could
about your
add on to
life.
the conversation. Actually, I could add on to the conversation. I'm not gonna get you about this nigga think he's shit. Like,
Exactly.
nah. When people do that, like when people tell me about their shit, I'm like, okay, that just inspires me to
Hmm.
do better. You know.
Absolutely. This is becoming
Never talk to
self
actually like,
sufficient.
yo, who the fuck this guy think he is? I'm like, this is lit, and this is like I need to. That's inspiring. You know.
Oh, yeah. It's becoming self sufficient. The future is Renaissance men, the era of becoming multi talented and versatile. Exactly. You know. But you don't want to become a jack of all trades and a master of none. Like, you want to be
Mm,
pretty sufficient in at least, I would say 3 or 4 areas.
got you.
You know. Because all else fails, you'll still have something to fall back on.
Exactly.
You know.
That's why I switched out.
Hmm. Might have been the signal. Black J says the future is Renaissance, the era of becoming multi-talented and versatile. There we go.
I'm back. These connections is crazy.
Yeah. This is one person laugh out loud. Well, I don't really get a lot of people don't get the alerts, but the play will run. I'm definitely getting trolls now. I think when you basically obliterate someone with really no effort, I mean, it happens. I ain't gonna, as I said, I ain't gonna talk about the situation anymore. The door is closed.
Hmm.
You guys are finished. You know.
But yeah, what was I saying? I was saying I replaced like a lot of the regular content with just like, okay, what kind of camera and what kind of angle should I be focused on? Shit like that. That's what's gonna build me up more than just focusing on shit that doesn't really matter. You know, in
Yeah.
5 years, is that you know that rapid video? What is that gonna do for me in 5 years? You know.
Exactly. This is just knowledge. There's useful knowledge and there's useless knowledge.
Hmm.
Like people knowing like sports scores and stats and everything like that. That's useless knowledge unless you're
Exactly,
getting paid.
man. Fucking care.
Unless you're getting paid for it. Like unless you're
Right.
doing like was it FanDuel or something like that.
Hmm.
Then I can see that making sense. But other than that, I don't see the point.
Right. Like I worry about that shit when I can, like when there's time. But to really be
Hmm.
like stuck in that shit right now, it's really a distraction for me right now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And to be worried about, oh, and it's like I got the human side to me, so we all got emotions. So like when things don't necessarily go as
Hmm.
planned, of course you get a little upset. It's okay, but to be like caught up on it for an X amount of time is just insane.
That's the hard part though.
Yeah. And it's like,
But
yo, life not even a game though. Dude. To be out here, just like I don't know, man. I don't know if you ever been like in life threatening situations, but once you even been in shit like that, like you start caring about certain shit, bro.
hmm yeah, that either things in your life happen for the better or for the worse.
Hmm.
Um, it's just I guess it's how you're shaped in a way that it's just like you just know what's important. I think what comes with age. I can't say actually. You know what? Correction. I can't say age. It just really comes with maturity because you
Hmm.
can you could be you could be
Shit, I
mature
know
in
some niggas
calendar age.
40 on some nutty shit.
Huh?
I know niggas that's like 40 on some high school shit.
Oh yeah. What's going on, Polo?
Peace.
Yeah, that's just common. That's why I don't really pay that shit any mind. That's when you hear people say, "Oh, this person's being a child," while acting like a child. You notice people call you a thing while being a thing.
Right.
Like, oh, you're being emotional. You got more, and then there are ones they're acting irate. Like, I'm pretty much in the same tone. You know,
Right.
because it changes things. Like, I think this is what I wanted to put you into this perspective. I think this is what my the people that groomed me put me in. This particular perspective is to not have to do something or need to do something. Like, I need to do this or
Right.
I have to do this, because then you're at someone's beck and call. You're at the mercy of somebody else.
Mm. Hey,
But
unpack
more
that
so,
dope.
yeah. But more so, putting yourself in a position where though you work hard enough, put yourself in a position to where though you don't need to do anything. You have to do
Mm-hmm.
anything. It's like you want to do it, but you get at it like you have to do it, even though you don't have to do it.
Exactly. That's why I'm just grinding right now because I'm like, shit, man. I don't want to
Hmm.
be old as hell still worrying about dumb shit, man. I want to just have my
Yeah.
life. Like, I already had the goal about what I want to do. So it's like just putting in that work for these next few years and then attaining
Hmm.
that shit. And then maintaining it as well, you know?
Absolutely.
And that'll be the next step, you know? Once I get it and maintain it, that'll be like the mission. But right now, it's just getting there.
Oh yeah. The mission is important, man.
Hmm.
You know, it's just a matter of really disciplining yourself too.
Right. And
You
in
know,
this
any
world, that's hard as shit because at every, at every angle is comfort for us. Everywhere is like comfort. It's even in society, we got like everybody, everything is okay. Everything you could just do whatever.
yeah,
Like nah, but in reality, like you gotta win, bro.
yeah,
That's just the facts.
absolutely. Like, after I'm done with this live, uh, I'm probably gonna go and check out some trades.
Word
Yeah,
up.
I'm gonna make some trades after this. So it's just like it's just around the clock. See, for me, like, the only way I'll sleep, like, if it's really just it comes down to I don't have any, like, I don't have a choice. Like, my body and everything is really shut down.
Sheesh.
Like, that's how hard, like, I go at things. You
Right.
know, because that's something that I enjoy doing. I enjoy doing that.
Exactly.
You know, I enjoy working this way.
Right.
You know, it's not because I have to do it. At this point, I enjoy doing it this way.
Right.
And that's what people talk about, securing the bag. The more see, anything that I've gotten in my life was based on my discipline. Was based on my concentration,
Right.
my focus, stick to itiveness. The things that I haven't obtained or the things I might have lost was actually due to um, the lack of those things.
Right.
2, 3 of those easily.
And I guess when you have that discipline, you gotta be motivated. I've been saying this a lot, like just being motivated by things that they're not there yet, but you know what you have to do to obtain it. So you gotta be motivated by the unseen. Is what I usually say like every day.
Uh huh.
Just being motivated by the unseen because it's not there yet, but I know the steps I gotta take to achieve it.
Absolutely. A lot of people think it's all these different techniques and formulas. It's really just one move, really.
It's just consistency. It's consistency, man.
Exactly. At one move. Look at Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Skyhook.
He had one move, and no one could stop it.
You
Come down to
know what he
sky,
gonna do?
couldn't stop it.
Nah, Hakeem Dream Shake, right? That shit deadly.
Yeah.
Nigga, the Curry three.
Yeah,
You
that
know
was
he about
ill.
to pull up from. You know he about to pull up from. Dude, like, stop that shit.
Exactly.
KD pull up. That shit.
Mm. It's really just one simple move,
Mm.
and
Develop your
go,
simple move. Just
yeah,
stay consistent.
that consistent and you know concentrated with it, discipline, focus. You gotta like zero in on things, man. Like I'm
Right.
talking about, like really block everything out. You know, it's kind of like having that tunnel vision.
Right.
But that's what
That's
it
why I
takes.
be gymming every day, G, like at least 6 days a week just right now, because I want to build up that
Hmm.
body for myself. I
Hmm.
ain't trying to be no big swole like motherfucker, but I definitely do want to have like a just good discipline, good tonation. You know what I'm saying? Get the
That's
bread
a
right, get this camera, because we got to, and that's another thing. Like image, that shit is important, G.
yeah,
The image is important.
yeah. The other thing is really what's important to you is time. A lot of people say that
Mm,
information is the most important commodity. Yes, but I put time right next to it.
mm,
Time and information are very important. And the reason why I put them two together is because, as far as that this right here with the time information, right?
right,
Now this right here, when you understand the value of both of them and that they're really at the same tier, then you understand, you know, uh, who you're going to be conversing with and who you're not going to be conversing with.
exactly. That's
We're not.
cold.
There's no water cooler conversations with me. What do we have to talk about? You know, because if it's not about business, then you have no business talking to me over the goddamn phone.
Right.
It's just that simple. I just don't like that type of thing. See, I think people assume because if I do this on here, if I talk on here, but I always tell you I don't like to talk. If it were really up to me, I wouldn't say anything all day long. But it just doesn't work that way. So I'll be honest with you. Because if it's not really pertaining to anything, I'm not into that water cooler stuff.
Right.
Like, you know, is this conversation going to lead to a check? If
Gee.
this conversation is not going to lead to a check, then yeah, I don't need to check up on you. You don't need to check up on me.
Right.
It sounds the way it sounds. I don't care.
Yeah, things can sound harsh, but in the long run, I understand what you're saying.
Hmm.
Because I waste a lot of time talking to motherfuckers that's just like, nigga,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
yeah.
And the thing is, you don't get that time back.
You can't get that time back. Yeah.
So I understand. And it's like, now you say you are black and white thinking, but that's your shit. I
Uh-huh.
respect that. That's how
Uh-huh.
you think.
Hmm. I think it's how you deal with things. People might not see it though. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Look where they're at and look where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's just a matter of opinion. Who's right or who's wrong? Look where they're at and look where I'm at.
Right. Because
Who
you've
do you
already
want
put
to
in the
be?
work. You've been consistent
Exactly.
already.
Yeah. Who do you want to be?
Mm. And I think I may have to implement, like, just, like you said, the tunnel vision shit. I mean, I've been doing it, but I think I've been slipping up. Because, like you said, I'm like, shit, I ain't had fun in a minute. Let me have a little fun here and there. Let me chill
Yeah.
a little bit. Because I had tunnel vision for a good ass minute. But I'm like,
Uh huh.
shit. Let me still have fun here and there. And it's like that
Hmm.
now I'm building the balance up.
Hmm. Like, and I'll be honest with you. I do my work thing. Why I on my grind. My fun thing. Or with my girl. I have my time there. Boom. And like, oh, well, there's ice. Ice saying this now. What is he? A nigga.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
No, 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 no. I say you're good. You're good. I'm saying if there's anything that's potentially combative, it's like no, I'm living my life.
Right.
You know, I decide what's fun to me. I decide
Mm,
what I can, what's enjoyable to me. I decide what actually works for me, and
exactly.
that's not up for negotiation. That's how I'm carrying things.
Respect.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I got so much to learn, and that's why I'm just excited just about life every day, man. Every day is a chance to figure out more about yourself, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
Yes,
well, I'm about
indeed.
to be 22. I don't know shit. I don't know shit.
You be good though, bro. I mean, you around the right company, man. That's all. I think it really just that's what it comes down to. As long as
Yeah.
you're around the right company, you
Mm,
got my code, so you good. You know what I'm saying it's not so much how many people you know or how many people like you, whatever like that. It doesn't matter. It's
exactly.
the right motherfuckers like you.
The right motherfuckers.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we've been like, I don't know how long I know you guys. I think only a couple years now, but like when it comes to like we having the one on ones, it's been a little while. And it's always been like just solid and just good energy, man. That's how it's got to be.
Exactly. Exactly. You know. And life really does come down to this. And again, people have their different views, but it comes down to winning and losing.
Mm,
People say winning isn't everything. It isn't everything to them because they're not winning.
right.
They're not on the winning side. I never heard a winner say that winning isn't everything, right or wrong.
Or they put like negative connotations on shit, like like women are evil or money is bad. Like nigga, what?
Yeah,
But it's talking from a like a lack thereof type of standpoint. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. They expect you know to basically be treated at a higher standard while being a lower standard.
Mm,
Like you be average, but be treated like you're above average. What is special
right.
about you? There's no clear answer. You know,
Exactly. And that's what
but
I'm trying to cultivate, like, because there's gifts that we all have, but we all have to work to get, you know what I'm saying, to bring it out.
yeah,
But not all of us are gonna have that same type of drive to do it. We
yeah.
could just, because like I said, the society is telling us you're okay if you're just, if you're
Uh-huh.
just,
It not
whatever.
not get now get this right. Now you could meet a woman that's probably the most feminist woman in the world, right?
Mm,
We would say that. Put them in front of me, right? Oh, you know what all that really is? It's just fear.
mm,
It's no different from the mascara they got on their face, right?
right,
It's all it is fear. Imagine being in front of a man that is fearless. All that's gonna go by the wayside.
exactly. And could we say the same to like the guys that are in these like spaces who act like these like quote unquote like alpha males? Like put them in front of like a chick that's 10 out of 10 gorgeous and exactly the type. Are they gonna keep that same fire?
Nope.
You gonna
Nope.
put your foot in their neck, nigga?
None of that shit applies.
I'm telling you.
The type of shit that they say that shit to, because the type of women, if they do attract them, there's nothing really to talk about.
Right.
They're not really, these type of women aren't really self sufficient. Can't do
Mm,
shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't look like anything. You know?
right. And it's like I don't even want to be with a chick, and I'm just like being on some wild like mad shit. Like I actually enjoy like the chick's company and just having a good time. When you see me, nigga, I be with some chill charms. I just be having a good little time, just chilling, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I never understood hate, but I gotta understand that not every person has my perspective on, or interaction.
I'm cool with all that shit, man. Like I ain't even like that. I don't trip. I you gotta expect that shit.
Yeah,
You know. I speak on, you know, outcomes,
right.
results,
Mm,
executions, wins, success,
exactly.
enjoyment,
Yeah.
fulfillment, happiness. This is some shit. This is some shit that the motherfuckers has like on some wishful thinking. They got on their wish list. Like, no,
Right.
what's going on right now. I said this is my starter kit.
Mm.
This is my starter kit. It's going to be. It's going to get even bigger than this.
You
And just because you
dig?
said, oh, if I'm, and they say like I'm bragging. See, the thing is, if you're really bragging, right? And if I'm a child of God, guess what happens? That gets taken from you.
Right.
I'm not really bragging. I'm actually giving thanks. You know, you
Respect.
know, I'm giving thanks. Why should I not be, thankful for what's given to me? You know, it
Mm.
didn't have to be given to me. I could have still worked just as hard and not really received it.
Exactly.
You know, people, act like I'm the problem when it's really they're the problem. You know, but they don't want to look at their life.
Right. But the internet shit is like, oh yeah,
It's an
I'm this,
escape.
I'm this, and this. Exactly. And that's why I got off because I don't. I was like, yo, this shit not adding up. Like, yeah, it's cool. I'm doing
Yeah,
these things, but at the same time, like, nigga, I want this shit for real. You know what I'm saying? I want this shit
yeah,
for real.
yeah. Like I
Like, it's
would
cool to
enjoy
be the
my
lit young nigga, but nah, I want to have this. I want to make sure everything is in order.
yeah,
Not like penny pinching and shit. Nah, that shit, mad corny, bro.
yeah, exactly. That's like what a dude was talking about. Um, certain things are blessed. Like I'm blessed, but this little nigga came in here. I guess it's like a troll. I don't know who it is. Says something about one person. Okay,
Mm,
that would affect somebody that's that wants to be whoever on here, right?
mm,
See, the thing is, when I turn this computer off, I'm gonna go back to enjoying my life. What
right.
are you gonna be doing? Trolling me or trolling somebody else.
Right.
You know,
What the fuck you doing on the live, bro?
exactly. At 1 o'clock in the morning, you don't have a life. You could be, getting some pussy or getting some
Mm,
money.
right.
You decided to come here and troll me.
Right. Cause I mean,
you know,
yeah, we both did shit. Today. You was just telling nigga. I was chilling, bro. I went to the gym and I hooped with my boys. You know, we just got done hooping. All right, bet. Let me.
mm,
So I was. I told him I was gonna hop on this shit. We gonna do this shit. Hopped on for a cool little hour. Chopped it up as usual. You know, some simple shit.
that's the part they don't really get though, man.
Hello.
Yeah, my fault, man. Something with this. It's been giving in, giving out.
Got you. No, we here. We here. We here.
Yeah, it's funny how that's happened tonight.
Yeah, my shit was tweaking, but I think I
Mm,
found a good little groove, so I should be straight for at least a little bit.
absolutely. But that's it. That's what it comes down to, man. Uh, you know, doing things that you enjoy, working
So
hard. You're
doing things
doing
that
your
benefit.
photography.
Yeah, doing things that benefit your reality. Like I gotta look back, like yo, damn, I really went to Miami. I've been to New York. I've been to Atlanta, all in like a month time. Like that's like it's crazy. I look back on like I've actually enjoyed this year. You know, this year has actually been good to me. I learned a lot, and that's what pushes me to grind. And it's like, okay, this is what I want to do, but I don't want to do this just for a month. I want to be able to do this whenever I want. You know, I'm gonna let you come back. My shit was tweaking the same way.
Yeah, it makes sense.
You
Definitely.
hear what I said?
I ain't catch it. I catch the very last part.
I was just saying, like, I've been shown like um the life that I actually want to do, like like traveling and shooting and shit like that. But it's like I don't want to just do it for like have a good little week here and there, you know. penny pinching and shit. Like, nah, that's trash. Like, I want to make sure that this is something that's regular. Like going to certain places or even like traveling countries and shit. This should just be something that I do.
Yeah, that's what I say. That's one thing I'm going to add to the equation. Uh, Now that I actually found something that I can utilize, I can pretty much, earn while I'm moving. So,
Right.
I'm gonna get a little bit more into the traveling aspect.
Yeah, and that'll broaden the perspective, man.
Mhm. Oh yeah, I've done it. I mean, I've done it in the past, but it was just like, I can admit I didn't necessarily appreciate it the same way I
Mm,
would now.
right.
Because you get homesick after a while, you want to go back. It's just like your neighborhood, dude. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
me
like
too.
now.
Hell yeah.
So now it's just like you'll do it, but it's like, now I don't have to worry about, oh, I have to come back because I got work or something. You know,
Exactly.
I
Like I want
can
to make
be
sure
out
this
there as
paper
long as I
right,
want
where
to.
it's like, nigga, I ain't worried about that job. Like, nigga, shit. Like right now, I'm working because to be honest, I have to work right now. But I've been at a point where I didn't have to, but like, nigga, I was on some wild shit, more than that bread, some young nigga shit. It happens. But I'm gonna get back, right? I'm gonna get back right. And like I said, I'm young, so I got the time and to get back to where I want to be.
Absolutely. It just comes down to just this. I think just take everything in stride, but you know, try to minimize the pleasant and unpleasant distractions.
Mm. I know exactly what you mean too.
At the end of the day, it's just a coffee break.
Right. And see, that's some grown man shit because it's easy to be like, okay, when it comes to like, the chicks here and there, like getting really caught up on that shit, like that's gonna fuck up the mission, bro. Like taking this shit too, like taking things too literal or just getting caught up on that shit, like really studying that shit, like nah, dog, like study the camera shit, you know, or someone watching his live, study the shit that's gonna benefit your life, you know.
Exactly. It's about concentration, man.
hmm And that's something that I was liking when I was in my teens. Like I was a fucking teenager. Like, fuck, what's up with Shawty? Like, why she not texting back? Yo, what's up? Like, all on her face and shit. She focused on her college shit. Like, she, you know what I'm saying? At the time, the chick I was dealing with, like, she was focused on her shit. I'm more worried about her, not focused on my school. I'm flunking and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I should have had it reversed. Like you said, it's the coffee break.
Everything is just, it's really just a coffee break. And there's things as far as like people pulling for your attention, you gotta understand why they're pulling for your attention.
Mm,
What is it that you have they want or that they
exactly.
need? So, and if they can't be clear with you about that, you gotta wipe your hands when they're not clear with themselves, man.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
just,
and nigga, I done had niggas on that type of shit. Like, I done had niggas you like see that I was lit, right? Like they seen that my pool was like with the chicks, like I'm able to get like chicks on board with certain shit, and they can't even get a message back. So they like use me as the middleman to get content. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy, but
oh
I
yeah,
was a I was the type of nigga that was trying to show love, but then I peeped the scene like, look, nigga, you getting access that you usually
yeah,
couldn't get if you didn't
mm,
know me. You see what I'm saying?
yeah. I know that all too well. I
But
do
I'm a
know that
young
all
nigga.
too
I'm like,
well.
yo, we showing love, and but it's like niggas should just using you to get, you
That
know.
that that's the worst thing to do, and that's what the mistake I still make to this day.
Yeah, cause
But
I be trying
I've
to show
gotten
love
better
to
with it.
niggas, but fuck.
Yeah, because you assume that because you're cool, that everybody else is
Mm,
cool. That's not. That's
exact.
not how.
That's the
That's not.
biggest problem I had. I be like, yo, I'm a cool nigga, so let me just show love to bro.
Now it's just like nope. Like I used to be cool.
Hmm
Shit.
Cause I'm like, I'm like, shorties that I'm cool with, they don't really be fucking with niggas like that. Like, my man's like, damn, man, shorty never DM me back. I'm like, yeah, I'm cool with her. She knows stuff. You supposed to shoot. He's like, oh, let me come through. I'm like, shit, all right, cool.
Yep. Yeah. What I've done with my life now, is just not make myself that accessible at all.
And that creates the value.
Yep.
Like, of course, when I get out here, and I'm quick to have a conversation with motherfuckers, but you know,
Uh,
when it comes to people trying to come up off shit, it's like, I don't know.
yeah. It was a time. I mean, it's just like even with this, there was a time I considered it's kind of like the chitlin circuit. You know, you had to work with what was available,
Mm,
but no longer is that. That's not happening. You
right.
know, that's not even necessary at this point. But just like in any other area of my life, my personal life, like I see people, if I run into somebody I went to school with, it's very short,
Mm-hmm.
very short. Nothing personal is very short. Like if you're not into similar things that I'm into, that we're as though we're both going to benefit from it, we can make some money, then there's nothing else to talk about.
Right.
I don't want to catch up and have beers with you. You know, there's nothing else to talk about. A lot of people think like, okay, that's pretty harsh, or that's pretty,
That's reality though.
cool. Yes, reality. I
'Cause
don't have
I don't want
time
to
to
fake. I
fucking
don't even
waste.
like fake kicking it with niggas either. That's why I always like make sure like I'm like even looking at conversations like if someone is truly interested in the conversation, you know what I'm saying. Even when it comes to the chicks, like if somebody's trying to
Yeah,
get you out of their hair, get you out the way. And shit. I study this shit.
yeah. Just like it's like they'll check you. Any, I would say, woman is serious about her life is going to ask you off rip. What are your intentions?
Right.
What are your intentions? How many times have you actually heard that
Uh, like
in
recently,
your
like
life?
once. Maybe
Yeah.
recently, like once.
Okay.
And that shit kind of blows me because I'm like, so like, what do you think that question is for? I'd be like, can we get on the, can we link first? I forget.
Yeah. Well, she's trying to see if you can provide an answer,
Mm,
and more importantly, if you provide the right answer, it's an added bonus.
got you.
Because what you're doing, see, when you're providing an answer, right,
Mm,
whether she likes it or not, give her a choice.
exactly.
You know,
Honestly, with
that's
me,
what.
a lot of things have just been like spare the moment. They just, it's just, I don't know.
Uh huh.
Things just happen. I can't
Yep.
really. Things just happen.
Uh huh. Yeah. So usually it's the things that just happen. If you allow things to just happen, things usually, it works out that way.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, I think guys are giving all this stuff on here to where as though they become like analysis paralysis.
I'm
You know.
telling you. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, the last time I got, like, whatever these niggas just so pressed for when it comes to pussy, okay, we'll tell a story. The last time I got, like, last week, just chilling in the whip, just having a good time, and then, like I said, these things just happen.
Yeah.
I can't really give you the strategy, because if the chick want to do something, it's like, shit, she want to do something. It's like, it's not up to me.
Mm,
I mean, she like
mm,
what she saw, boom, that's the end of the video right there.
yeah. Well, it's kind of up to you. Really, it's up to the vibe
Mm-hmm.
that you're really presenting. You know.
Right. Two people
You
was
know.
attracted to each other. It was late at night. She horny, I'm horny. Boom, boom. These things happen.
Yeah. Like
End of
some
the
guys, like even if you get like see if that is the end game, right? That is the
video.
thing,
Right.
right? A lot of times, I say with the good bulk these women, if they need it, if they need a scratch, or if they have an itch, they're just looking for someone to scratch it. So they go through the Rolodex and figure out, Okay, which one's gonna move? Which one's gonna get up 2 o'clock in the morning?
Right.
So it's not like it's special. Not like you're
Exactly.
special. You know.
I don't even look at it like, oh yeah, I'm that nigga. Like, nah, bro. Like, nigga, shit happened. It's cool. All right, had a good time. Bye. We'll out. We'll catch up soon. We'll take it slow. See how things go. But that's what niggas is pressed for. You see what I'm saying? Because it's scarce.
Yeah.
They haven't been
Scarce,
in a
but it's really
situation.
it's an abundance, but then it's scarce if that makes any sense. Okay, there's a lot of women out here, but
Mm-hmm.
the more I would say developed you become, or the better your life becomes, right? Uh, the less your options are, put it like this: the air gets thinner the higher you go up.
Mm.
Now, mind
Like,
you,
you
when I
probably won't even
base
want to
this,
deal with that many. You know what I'm saying? You probably won't even get like deal with certain shit. Like you probably, I want this. Like I said, even for me, I want this shit a certain way.
bro, I can't if I can't deal with certain shit, which is regular people, just in regards to just dealings, you know. I'm not just doing a water cooler I'm not just dealing with a dumbass broad or a
Right.
chick that really don't have anything to lose.
Mm.
Because if she doesn't have anything to lose and you have something to lose, guess what happens? Guess what happens?
It's over with.
Yeah. Damn, what happened to my camera?
Mm. Now you out the loop.
Yep. You see how that works? So it's just like because it's like you become this like your mentality. Like this thing really is not just like you just say it. It's just like this is you. This is what got you here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you got to even be even more than what you are right now to get even further. So it's
Right.
like you're not going to really deal with just regular shit anymore.
Right. We
When you are
graduated
no
already.
longer
We
a
already
regular
graduated.
nigga, you can't deal with regular broads.
Mm.
You can't deal with regular niggas. You can't deal with no average niggas, bitches.
Jeez. This is cold talking. This nigga ice. This nigga ice.
Real rap.
Oh shit.
It's nothing to discuss. A chicken, and you can be laid out. Here you go. No, you keep that. Give it to
I've
somebody that
been
needs
there.
it. Give it to somebody that needs it.
And
Good.
that's the level that niggas is true. I feel like I've been there, but that's where it's like, yo, you good.
Uh,
I'm good. Like I'm good off this shit. You feel me? Hey.
yeah. See, see, see. You can't
Cause I know
make
I'm gonna
this
get
shit
that
up.
shit.
You
It ain't
can't make
nothing,
this
bro.
shit up, man.
Nigga, you seen nigga
Mm,
I gotta show you more. Nigga. I just be chilling on this motherfucker. That's why you never have me have bitter energy at all. Cause it's like
yeah,
it's there. I could just nigga just show up.
yeah. This is when you're cutting everything off, too. Like, that's what you say. A motherfucker would sit here try to talk your ear. Like, look, I'm trying to see if you can see the good in goodbye,
Mm.
or at least accept it.
Jeez.
We
And
ain't
see, a lot
doing
of
this.
niggas can't move like that because they
Yeah.
scarcity. They just like, dang, I really want to fuck this shit. I really want to. They just keep trying harder, harder, harder.
Mhm.
No.
Yeah, I have peace. Even what Drake said in that song, was it Fair Trade? That's a dope song to play. I had a video and I played that song and it blocked it because of that. It's like you can't really
Damn.
play a lot of Drake music. And I'm like, man, that was it.
What song?
Fair Trade.
I don't know if I heard that shit. It's an old joint.
No, it's a new joint. That's off
Mm.
the new album. It's supposed to be coming out.
Oh, see, you gotta send me that joint. This nigga got the unreleased Drake. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I need that.
I got some tuckies, man.
Same.
You know, I got some tuckies. you know. But that's the thing, because it's like, you know, the most important thing you have, right? Not to get all biblical and everything like that, is your peace of mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what Adam had before the fall, is peace of mind. He was able to name the animals, right?
Right.
The mind.
I think the peace of mind and just that confidence, just being in your own little space, like you're just comfortable. Like I'm at a point to where people can notice it. Like there's like, yo, you just seem like you just chilling, man. You just living. You just because nigga, I should be. I'm still working. I'm anxious as motherfucker, nigga. You can see it on my face, but now I'm just working on just chill, man.
He said UMG Empire taking out a lot of streams. Yo, that's true. That's true, bro. They grabbed like 6 of them from me.
Sheesh.
Yo, I had to join the first one. What was that? Poppy Fields, and I played Daisy Lane by Babyface Ray. Perfect song for
Oh,
just
you
the
fuck
just
with
the vibe.
Babyface?
Oh yeah. Oh,
That
you
nigga
know about him?
hard.
Oh yeah.
That nigga hard. You heard it? He had a feature on his one song called, I think, Jug Harden.
Uh-huh.
I'm not seeing this shit. That nigga hard.
Oh yeah.
I just
I'm gonna
got
send
put on
that.
him like a week ago.
I'm gonna send that joint to you too. The other one from the intro song. That's the dude DDG.
DDG?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the YouTube nigga.
Yep.
Oh, that was him.
Yep.
See, I used to watch this shit back when he was in college, but okay, what's up?
Yeah, he got a lot of records. Got a lot of joints. I'm like, okay. That's how I really found out that I didn't know he was a YouTube dude. I just thought he was a rapper.
Yeah, he was YouTube nigga. He used to, I was fucking like years ago. Like nigga was in college and shit. Like, cause that's like that was my experience too. I was like, oh, this nigga lit. Like college nigga got the girl and shit, just chilling. Okay, for sure, I can relate to that
Yep.
for sure. But it showed you though. See, look where he is at now. I'm pretty sure niggas disciplined. They just chill, focus on the craft. Boom, it's gonna come.
Exactly.
This shit is so
And it
simple,
came.
dog.
And it came. I think that's just the main thing, is really just focusing on your craft.
But it can't come if you stuck chasing pleasures. I think I'm gonna have to just take a step. And
That.
of course, I'm still having fun, but it's
Yep.
got to be in doses.
Exactly. That. And if you're trying to do things that jump in front of the line, you know, you keep trying to jump in front of the line. You do compromising things. It's going to ruin your product.
The universe gonna spite you for that shit. Like, oh,
Exactly.
you're not doing what you're supposed to do.
You said the universe is going to spike you.
Spite you. I don't know the word. Like, it's gonna.
I
It's
said no.
like,
It's a spike.
yo,
I think it said spike you like you do with a football.
hey, we could, hey, shit, hey, same thing.
That's another thing you could do.
Right.
Like I don't. That's one thing. I'm not jumping in front of the line. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's no reason to.
Right.
You know.
Hey, Polo, what you mean by the theory talk? Like
Or
this
that
one.
theory talk gets old after a while. No, it's talking about as far as like the theories and stuff like that. When people come in,
Oh
the
yeah,
armchair
that
theories
shit.
and stuff like that. It's nothing that's really,
Uh,
really practiced. You know.
robot shit.
Yeah. Some of
Look,
the some of the best lyricists can speak on. That's why people didn't understand Jay. How Jay didn't have to write stuff down, because all you do is listen to the music, listen to the beat. Like I remember the time. What's the dude's name? Mad Skill said he was nicer than Jay. So he said one day he popped in because Timbaland had a beat from the lobster and shrimp beat. So he said he was hitting the wall with he was throwing a tennis ball back and forth at the wall, right, and just
mm,
nodding his head. Then was like, oh, I'm ready to record. Then he just started spitting at it. So he was basically
right.
talking about his life and just managed to have words rhyme together.
What's the song called?
Lobster and shrimp.
I'm gonna play that shit after this live.
Yeah. And you're gonna see how dope, like he's dope. But that's what he offers. It's not like he's sitting there, I'm gonna try to come up with this, come up with that. It's just like, you know, here's a beat. Then he just
Organic
talks
shit.
about what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
what's going on in his life.
But these niggas pen and pad. Okay, this, and this. Yeah,
I
this
mean,
sound good. Face ass.
yeah, it sounds good, you know, cute
Yeah.
rap. I mean, that's what Jay. I mean, that's what Jay. Drake picked up on. It said Drake would be in the stew with with Wayne and them, and it had girls in there or whatever like that. They talk about situations that he'd make a song just from conversations in there.
Damn.
That's how that's how dope he is. That's how his records used to hit.
Right.
So his records still hit.
Yeah. Oh shit. That make me later. That take care. Yeah.
Yep. And what he did, he spoke on it from a winning standpoint, a losing standpoint, and a
Uh
draw
huh.
standpoint.
Mm.
You know, and most guys will run around like the chest like, yeah, I'm like this and I roll like this and this bitch better have this and da da. He
That's not
spoke
even
when
real
times he
life.
got played. He spoke when times he came up short. He spoke when times when he won. Like it's just
That's life.
there you go.
And hey, I got one last thing. Like, I think life shit got a little easier when I loosened my grip on just everything. I just let everything be natural.
Hmm.
Like, you and my
Yeah.
homies, say, hey, y'all fuck with me because y'all fuck with me. It's nothing that I can really do or really not do that's gonna keep you in my like this life in general. It's all up to everyone else. You know what I'm saying? We could you know invest into each other,
Hmm.
but at the end of the day, you reaching out because that's a genuine vibe. You
Yeah.
know,
Absolutely. Just
that's
like
his life. But it's not
it's
nothing
like
that I
it's
can really force you to do. You know.
keep it natural. It's just like even
Hmm.
going here and recording. So if I'm talking to a brother, he says, okay, I don't agree with you, or I don't like, or just like I ain't gonna rock with that. Cool. I'm gonna step away.
Hmm.
I'm gonna let you figure it out for yourself.
Right.
Like I'm not gonna say, I'm not wrestling you in anything.
Hmm.
It's one thing that,
That
that
shit
cracks
made
me up
things
about
so much
people.
simpler, and that's what I learned. Shot is like let me see how my game truly is. If I'm like holding on to them at all times, like nigga, even if they around, it's like damn nigga, let them have their space.
Hmm.
So now it's like what, hey, I hit them up. Then okay, we hang out. Okay, cool. Let's see, in a week or two, so you hit me back and we can look again. We have a good time. But I'm not gonna just be keep giving out my energy to you. Boom, 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 boom,
Yeah,
boom, every day. Like, I'm gonna let you live your
yeah,
life, and then we'll come back and we'll figure something out.
yeah. There's like people, especially when the sports and stuff like that come around. Like, yeah, you want to come over watch the game? No, no, I'm good. I'm not even going to say, oh, I got some like no, because
Right.
for one, I had the FanDuel app. I actually have to get into it a little bit more. So then, yeah, I can watch the game because I'm betting on a player. I'm
Right.
betting on him to do certain things.
Mhm.
If that's not taking place, and I'm not watching no game. I
Right.
fuck, I'm gonna sit around and watch a whole game just for nothing.
Yeah, I haven't watched
Like
the full game in a cool minute, dog. I'm not even watching the finals right now.
you say, you watch who?
I haven't even. My bad. I'm watching. I'm
That's
like,
cool.
but make some shit.
Hmm.
I'm on the fucking KD fan. Once they lost, I'm like, yeah, I ain't watching this shit.
Yeah. I mean, as far as like, I'll check the little highlight stats as
Right.
far as I want CP3 to finally get that ring.
Yeah, and I'm a Devin Booker fan, so I'm for that.
He definitely
Cause
put in time in the league.
that's what I'm
Work.
saying, and that's organic. See, we can you see how we just talk about some shit. And hold on.
Yep. Yep.
The
Yep. Yep.
consistency that we was talking about.
Yep.
Booker been in the league on the worst team for what 5 years now. The worst team in the league. Them boys was trash.
Yep.
But
Now they now.
stick to your guns. Now they in the final.
Yep. And guess what? By them getting that ring this year, guess what's going to happen? More people going to come to that team. More people going to come to
Hmm.
Phoenix now.
Exactly.
So
They
You
made
know,
it
if you
hot.
build
But
it,
you know how you see how we tied that in? That's fire. Consistency talk. That's what you can name the line. This consistency. Just
exactly,
stay at it, dog.
exactly.
Cause them niggas was trash. For real,
Yeah,
for real. Phoenix was fucking trash.
yeah. No one wanted to come to Phoenix to play.
Right.
Now they're gonna
Same
want to
thing with
come.
Golden State in them days. Them boys, they was, they was decent.
Hmm. But that's
Consistency,
the
bro.
thing. Staying down, man.
Hmm.
Staying down till you come up.
Exactly. That's what I'm on right now. Hey, getting paid every week. Hey, just put these chips away, put these crumbs away every week. Boom, boom, boom. At
Yep,
some point, that shit gonna be a gold mine, G. Trust me.
exactly. Man, every penny, right, is an investment. And
Hmm.
every penny that you put towards your future, is an investment.
Right.
Every minute that you have air in your lungs is an investment.
Hmm.
What are you putting that towards?
Right.
You know, I try my best now to not, you know, well, I definitely don't indulge, um, but really engage in the bullshit. You
Right.
know, and I think after like where I'm at now, it's funny when you say that, and it's like, oh, here's something else comes up out of the blue. It's
Right.
just like at this point, I really don't even care. Like if
Yeah.
I'm looking at it like this: if you can't even pull up, certain receipts that really even, make you, you know, at least someone that can actually sit at the table with me.
Hmm.
I don't really care what you got to say.
Right. And
I don't
honestly,
care what you say about me at the end of the day.
right. And honestly, I be embarrassed when they're talking about like just hoes and shit. Cause I'm like, nigga, for real, that shit is cool. Cause I'm on some young nigga shit, but I'm not trying to be on the same type of time that if I'm like your age. Imagine I'm at your age, I'm still talking about, oh yeah, you talking about fucking hoes and shit. Nigga, that's nothing for real.
No,
So
or
it's like, it's cool
I
right now
haven't.
because I'm 21, so I guess it's a pass. But even now, I'm like embarrassed because I'm like, I need to have shit actually going on.
Mm-hmm. Bro, I'm
So,
seeing guys in their 40s and 50s
right,
like bragging about like war stories back in the day or what they got going on, like, but nothing that they can, nothing
tangible.
that they have that can really, pass down,
Hmm.
other than some lame ass bullshit.
Right.
You know, that's not me. I buckled down,
Hmm.
some time
That's
ago.
my biggest fear, bro. That's my biggest fear.
Mm,
Like just talking about some Hasman shit. No, no
no,
fucking way.
no, nah. It just comes down to what just concentrating.
Hmm.
You know. But do you have any final words you want to just drop in with, man?
Man, just be your fucking self, bro.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
be you, dog.
exactly. Um,
And how about you,
that's
man?
that's I say, man, just stay the course.
And of course.
Stay the
That's
course.
worse for me, man. And hey, see, I'm liking this energy that I'm getting from the universe, man. It's just
Hmm.
confirmation. Like, yo, just stay down, just do your thing. Okay. That's what all the OG is telling me. So it's like, okay, I
Hmm.
got the goal and I'm happy that I got it now instead of just like a little like later. It's like 21. Okay, bet. You set the shit now. So when I'm like at your age, I'm gonna be on that same type of shit. Like, nigga, we chilling.
Yeah. Hey, look, man. I'm gonna make sure by the time you're my age, man, you're a multimillionaire, a
We
millionaire
on
at least.
lock in. That's shit. Are you 38, 39?
Yep, 30. Yeah,
God
yeah,
willing, bro. Look, I'm gonna hit you
yeah.
up tomorrow. This is
I,
Fire Live. This show about fashion shit too. Almost like an hour and a half, but that's that conversation.
exactly, exactly.
Good
All
energy. I'm gonna
right,
hit you up,
so
bro.
indeed, all right, bro. I'm gonna get with you. Blessings, everybody.